Hi, I'm Jim Perry, and I'd like to welcome Rahul Titus to our offices here in Galway. Today we're going to speak a little bit about training at Trinzo. Hey, Rahul.
Hey, Jim.
Rahul, let's start with the big picture. Can you describe the different solutions we provide to medtech companies that come to Trinzo for training needs for their teams?
Yeah, so we do a couple of different things in the training space, Jim. First and foremost, our premium offering would be understanding a very unique learning need that a client or a client organization has, and then developing a bespoke learning solution for that organization. Now, what that means is custom training materials and potentially even a custom delivery method that suits what that organization is looking for. And we can deliver that material either through instructor-led training that happens at a client location or virtually, or through an e-learning option. Now, given how we operate within the industry, we stay very close to regulation. And we also stay very close to our customers to understand what aspects of regulation could they do with just getting a refresher on or learning more about. So in that space, we have generic learning programs that we host either through virtual instructor-led trainings and webinars or through our e-learning platform on the Trinzo website.
And once those trainings are delivered to the client, what kind of impact or business outcomes do you see them creating for our clients?
So the only real way to answer that question is what have our clients said back to us? And we spend a lot of time going and hearing that voice back from our clients. And I think what stands out is the fact that our clients tell us that the learners that attend Trinzo developed training sessions don't walk away just with an understanding of what the material is all about, but why the material matters. And that's crucially important because if people can understand from a first principles viewpoint why something is critical to what they do and how they go about doing it, when they're dealing with adverse scenarios that aren't generally a textbook case, they can react and respond in the most appropriate way. So it really embeds an understanding that allows an organization to operate at the top of their league. Now, that has consequences because the helpful part of all of that is that there should be fewer rework loops with trying to get jobs done, and also a greater opportunity to get things done right first time.
Awesome. When you look at the broader landscape, there are a lot of companies that offer training. What would you say makes Trinzo and our approach at Trinzo stand out as different from others?
For me, it's fundamentally two things. First, we spend a lot of time up front truly trying to understand and get a sense with our clients of what the training need is. Where it's appropriate, we will direct and advise our clients to go down the bespoke learning solution route because that's truly what they need to drive the change that they're trying to drive within their organization. But equally, if the right answer is to just point the organization towards generic learning that exists on the platform, we will recommend that solution. So that partnered approach to truly understanding what the client needs and how to go about delivering them for them is one of the ways that we try to stand out, and we hear that we do stand out in industry. I think a second big area that we stand out in is the fact that the work that we do across our other offerings, consulting and margin improvement, allows us to have access to industry leaders in these spaces that bring industry best practice that we have access to and can inject into our training materials. So when you learn with Trinzo, you don't just learn the practices or the next steps within your organization, but you learn what the gold standard is and how you can move towards that gold standard.
Thanks for the insights, Rahul, and we look forward to speaking with Rahul again soon.